I think a lot of individuals know about Smash Brothers, the game, obviously an extremely popular game, but do they know that there's a competitive scene? That's the big part, right? So really cool to see all these different events really promote all these different types of Smash tournaments. And if you guys want to make sure that we keep getting the support, you guys got to show up, you know what I mean? That I think that's the biggest thing. And
yeah, you got to show up and you really got to show out in a big way. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, community is everything right here. And sometimes in the community, there's a little bit of infighting, as you can see right here, man. We got Corinne, or excuse me, we got Byleth, my bad. And we also have a little bit of Pichu action. You know, again, characters that I think at least in terms of Pichu's, you know, standards, you know, we don't really get to see quite as much of, but when they do come out, especially at tournaments of this stature, they're very devastating to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Pichu going to be able to get deleted quite early, but Pichu, the definition, the glass cannon of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but that one little T-jolt, I mean, I say glass cannon, we see one little projectile just do Byleth in. Byleth, very hard to edge guard. One of the best tether recoveries in the entire game here, but Pichu going for back-to-back edge guards. That time, a little bit more feisty off stage there, getting a little bit more hands-on, if you will, with that back air.
Yeah, you got to get gangster sometimes with the Fire Emblem characters off stage because, you know, on paper, I think the misconception is that they're very easy to handle off stage. And given the right set of circumstances, it's true. Like, you know, Marth and Roy, you know, Lucina, you know, if you hit them once in the right area, they don't have that jump, they're cooked, especially Roy. But, you know, you got characters like Byleth every so often that can really throw you for a loop, and I like that he's not even giving them the opportunity to mix it up. Get them done off stage.
It can be pretty risky, too, just because Byleth up B.
Yeah.
If you do get caught by it, well,
you in
not
trouble.
Gonna be fun for you. Yeah, that move does indeed send you downward. That spike angle going to be very deadly here. Trying to use it out of shield in a boxing scenario, too, but nothing there. Pichu very tiny, very hard to hit.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't blame him too much for looking for that. Again, a lot of what Pikachu and Pichu are going to do are going to come out of that short hop animation, but the problem is that they're short hopping still under your up special. You know, if they were a slightly taller character, I could see, you know, grounded up B becoming a little bit more of a detrimental thing, but unfortunately enough right there, the game went the way it did. But this is only the first game of many more to come here on this block. Let's see what the adjustments are going to be for game 2.
Yeah, Jose doing a really good job on the Pichu. And in that scenario, there was no double jump on that last stock. The tether did connect, but no instant reel. But it didn't matter because Jose was going for that back air, slowly coming down and just getting a single hit of it. Not even necessarily the last hit, but you just really needed to put Byleth in the hit stun. And there's enough time, Byleth could not make it backstage again. Byleth having one of the better tether recoveries in the game, so not an easy task to get this edge guard. But a character with not such a great recovery compared to Byleth is going to be Cloud, but we'll see if SlugBoy will be able to utilize that range. Obviously, Spargo, a menace on this character, DIing in on these forward airs, though.
Okay, and saves a jump, very smart, and then even gets the tech here, so I believe this might be home sweet home. I think maybe the Byleth may have been the switcheroo, but maybe Cloud is the one that's going to get it done here. And honestly, I appreciate the trade-off. Looking for more safety in their swings. Of course, you know, back air is -3 on hit. Forward air is absolutely insane on shield, too. So, you know, of course, you have some more safety and utility, but I think the biggest takeaway when you fight the Rats is not trying to beat them in the boxing match because they're going to out-button in terms of frame data most characters in the game. It's trying to put your disjoint out on where they're going to be. And I think once we get that kind of established, we'll be good to go. Because as it stands right now, bit of a deficit. Gets the down throw. No platforms, of course.
Right, going to the back air loop from the up air. You know, Pichu does still have those loops. Now, not as effective as they were year 1 of the game. Everyone's SDI getting a little bit better than
I would hope so, right?
Yeah. So not getting too much damage here, but still already 47%. The onslaught continues here for Jose.
Yeah, just really trying to keep this match towards center stage, which actually isn't the worst spot to be in if you're Cloud. I think, you know, once you start to hit these darker red percents on Pichu of all characters too, as light as they are, you know, a lot of what you're going to swing and bring to the table is certainly going to send Pichu flying. However, you're getting sent sky high. There's another back here for your troubles, bursting your bubble right there, back onto solid ground. But I can't help but to feel like, you know, this match might be over soon if we can't adjust here quickly.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, Jose just doing a really good job here of keeping on that pressure like you were saying, right, Rod?
Yeah.
And, I mean, the thing is, too, still has the 3 stocks on deck, really utilizing, I mean, the offense is there, but Jose doing a really good job of utilizing Pikachu's really short, stubby stature. Finally, SlugBoy able to get this stock off the board, but it might be a little too late.
Yeah, let's see what they can make good use of that limit. I think manageability of your, well, easy come, easy go, but manageability of your resources is huge in a matchup like this. Again, I think, you know, still, no matter how you look at it numerically, I think Cloud obviously the better of the two characters, but I think Pichu just having those abilities to just really expound on Cloud's weaknesses, I think it's just starting to become a little bit too much right here. Again, getting some of those simple bread and butter combos, shoot a down tilt into up smash. I mean, that's just some day one stuff, and unfortunately enough for the opposing side, you were out of days. Great stuff right there to both of those two individuals. We got to see the character switch. Good character variety down here in the Dirty South here as we kick off day number 2. But when it was all said and done, more typically said and done, you know, on the opposing side. So great stuff.
Yeah, Jose doing a really good job on that Pichu. Okay, looks like, oh, is this tournament all best of 5? I believe it is.
It's all best of 5? Oh, man, hold up a second. Wait, we still got another glimmer of hope for adjustments, Charles.
Yes, yes.
My bad, I was being a doomsday guy. We got time to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, usually, to be fair, usually most tournaments are best of 3 until a certain breaking point, whether it be like top 128 and stuff like that. But I think I did hear yesterday someone saying that this whole tournament, the entire tournament, best of 5.
Best of 5. Okay.
Yeah.
We know people getting the most bang for their buck right here. And Charles, man, don't leave on me yet, brother, because your character is here. Breathe, Charles.
We are digging in the pockets here. The Fox McCloud is coming up. SlugBoy using a different character every single round here. And it's just so crazy to think about it, but Pichu nowadays is more of a matchup check character rather than a meta character, right? And I mean, me and Rod have been around for quite some time, so it doesn't make sense to us because obviously Pichu was extremely meta the first year of the game. But I mean, nowadays you don't really see too much Pichu, and for SlugBoy, maybe just some matchup like unfamiliarity here.
I mean, it could certainly be. Also, you also have that aspect of the match where, you know, I'm not now trying to put hitboxes where my opponent's going to be. I'm now challenging you in the boxing match, and I think that's something you always have to keep in the back of in your mind when you play sluggers like Pichu, somebody who just wants to get close and really just never let go. But the fact remains the same. Even as great as the grounded options that Fox McCloud, wait, that Fox has. Oh, geez. Again, you ain't really meant for the air, good sir. So great stuff right here. Again, JoseJFB cooking right here with the right grease. I think PlugBoy or SlugBoy, I think I'm saying that right. About to pull that PlugBoy on you. It ain't looking good. Down throw.
Good, yeah. Look at this. Almost gets the Thunder extension as well, with DI out, saving SlugBoy here.
And again, we're just not threatening that space in between, you know, me and my opponent. I think Fox can do that, you know, in a way that a lot of other characters really can't. You know, standing jab is great. Short hop nair is great. You know, of course, up tilt on shield is great, especially if you can read their weight. Oh, the taunt too.
Okay, all right. Down air. Usually, you want to combo off the down air into some kind of attack, going for a taunt. And Jose going to take full advantage of that and clean up this first set 3-0. The Pichu looking very on point and, of course, very adorable. The Team Skull Hat. Pichu has so many fun costumes. I mean, I think one of the more popular ones is Team Aqua Hat, right? But
free.
I think the Team Skull Hat's pretty legit too.
Honestly,
Sun and Moon. Shouts to Sun and Moon.
The inner TCG in me just likes to see Pichu and Pikachu in like all different sorts of hats, because you know, like the different hats on them.
Right.
Card values, man, bro.
They go ham on the TCG.
They go ham, man. And this audience out here goes ham as well too. I can't forget you guys out there in the chat. Of course, Charles and I, we do this for you. Without you guys, we don't have a job.
True.
I'm jobless.
True.
Because I ain't got no business pressing no buttons on no computers. Okay, I ain't got no business hauling no equipment around. I ain't saying that it's, you know what I'm saying, I'm too good for that. I'm just not strong enough to do that, all right?
Yeah, the crowd out here is phenomenal. I mean, every year I think MomoCon always turns